I'm going to talk about features of Java. Folks, Java has many features. Among those features, here I just listed out some of the important features. In that, the first one is simple, second one, object oriented, third one, robust, fourth one, platform independent, fifth one, multi threaded, sixth one, portable, seventh one, distributed, eighth one, secure, ninth one, dynamic. So let's elaborate one by one in detail. The first one is simple. Java is easy to learn and its syntax is quite simple, clean, and easy to understand. In C, there are some confusing concepts. All these concepts are left out in Java or they have been re-implemented in a clear way. Example, in Java, there is no concept of operator overloading. We no need to bother about pointers. We no need to bother about structures because all these concepts are eliminated. And one more beauty is Java has contained some rich set of API. What is API? Full form is application programming interface. It look like a document. Let me show you the document. See there. This is Java Trademark Platform Standard Edition 8 API specification. It looks like a simple document which contains collection of packages, and in every package there are collection of classes and interfaces. As a developer, when we are implementing any application, we just need to get the required package. From the package, we need to get the required class or interface for our development. And the beauty is all these packages names, all these interface and class names are related to our requirement. Example, if you're working with any IO package and if our requirement is if you are trying to send some details or some data into a file, so there is a class name related to that requirement. Like you can able to work with file output stream or file writer, etc. How simple it is. Second feature is platform independent. Platform means operating system. Independent is nothing but it is not going to depend on any specific operating system. I mean, if you are implementing some applications with any operating system, if you are implementing applications using Java, that can be able to run in any operating system, either Windows operating system, Unix operating system, or Mac operating system. Assume that if there is no concept of platform independent in the market, then the drawback is if we implemented some Facebook application, at that time I used Windows operating system. If our application can able to execute only on Windows operating system, then what about Mac users? What about Linux users? Again, we need to implement the same application for multiple users or not, or for multiple operating systems or not. But with the help of platform independent, we no need to do that because the credit goes to this feature platform independent. You can implement any application with Java, so it can be able to run on different operating system because the credit goes to one interface, that is JVM, Java Virtual Machine. For every operating system, related JVM is available. Third feature is portable. Portable means easy to carry, easy to move. If we implemented some Java program, when we try to compile the program, then first it generates bytecode. And this bytecode can able to run on any operating system like Windows, Linux, Solaris. Portable is nothing but if I implemented some program in Windows operating system and I just try to execute that into Linux operating system, you can happily compile and execute that program in Linux operating system, because the reason for every operating system, the related JVM available. Next feature is architecture neutral. Architecture is nothing but just like configuration. Assume that if you, as a developer, if you are implementing any Java program, so as I already told you, when we try to compile that program, first it generates bytecode, and this bytecode can able to execute in any operating system, that it may be Windows, maybe Mac operating system or Linux operating system, because the reason a platform independent or a platform dependent JVM running on the underlying hardware architecture. I mean, for every operating system, the related JVM available. So the JVM will take care of that. So that's the reason your operating system may be 32-bit architecture or 64-bit architecture, not a problem. If we implemented some application in 32-bit architecture, but if you are using at present 64-bit, not a problem. You can able to execute our applications there. So that is the beauty of architecture neutral feature. Next one is multi-threaded. A thread is nothing but one simple task. Multi-threaded is nothing but multiple tasks. Generally, we can able to execute all these tasks in a sequential fashion, but the beauty of this multi-threaded feature, we can execute all these tasks in a parallel or concurrent fashion. Example, if you are watching any movie in VLC media player, so there we can able to see different tasks, subtasks. So there movie is running. So below that you can able to see some progress bar, and beside the progress bar you can able to see some time runner. So all these three tasks are running parallelly or not. So movies going on and progress bar is keep on moving, so which indicates how much portion of movie completed and how much portion is pending. Even in the time runner also we can able to know how much portion of movie completed, how much is pending. All these three tasks are running parallelly or not. How it is possible? Because the credit goes to this feature, that is multi-threaded. Even that kind of facility we can able to implement with the help of this multi-threaded feature, but for that you need to know how to create threads in your program. And one feature is secured. Java, unlike other programming languages, runs all of its program inside a sandbox of its own called the Java Virtual Machine. As you already told you, for every operating system, there is a JVM, I mean independent JVM, dependent JVM is available. For every operating system, the corresponding JVM is there. So this JVM will help us to compile and execute our program. I mean, when we try to compile or execute our program, so then it is not going to harm the external operating system, because I mean, there is an interface between our program and operating system, that is called one sandbox, just like a sandbox, that is called JVM. So this JVM will protect, okay, from the external crashes or any errors, okay. So that's the reason Java is always the first choice. With Java secure features, it enables us to develop virus-free, temper-free systems. Java program always runs in Java runtime environment with almost null interaction with system operating system. Hence, it is more secure. One more feature is robust. Robust means strong. Java program are strong and don't crash easily like C and C++, because the reason in Java we have an excellent exception handling mechanism and memory management. Folks, hope you remember, when we try to execute our programs, JVM will take care of that. In JVM, class loader subsystem is there. Class loader subsystem of JVM will allocate necessary memory for Java programs. Garbage collector deallocates the memory. And one more is distributed. Java provides a set of API which allows users to develop distributed applications. In Java, by using RMI and EaseAB APIs, so these technologies are used for creating distributed applications. I mean, Java is also a distributed language. Programs can be designed to run on computer networks. Java has a special class library for communicating using TCP/IP protocols. Creating network connections is very much easy in Java as compared to C, C++. So that's the reason we can able to implement distributed applications also with the help of Java.